everyone. Today I have a little something different to share, and very exciting, I might add. So what you see before me are some dyed papers and some tools. I was out blackberry picking, whoops, sorry about wobbling the camera, with my girls, picking blackberries for them, and they're getting to be a little overripe this time of year. And so a lot of them were just falling into my hand, and they're not really great for eating when they're kind of mushy like that. And so I looked at my hand and it was covered in blackberry juice. And it just dawned on me, well, if my hand gets stained so easily, I wonder what it would do to paper. So I got this old pan out of the house and just let them fall into it, and I gathered just enough to cover the bottom of the pan here of the blackberries. And then I took some boiling water and I poured the boiling water up to about here, and I let it sit for a few minutes. And then I took this sieve and a 9x13 glass oven dish. I put the papers just on top of each other into the oven dish, and I poured the blackberry mush through the sieve into the 9x13 dish, because I didn't want all the seeds and everything getting on the paper. And you can still see that, you know, if you can see this, let me see, there's a little dot here, oop, and it just came off. So a little bit of the debris did get through the sieve, but, and right here, it just comes off like that. And this, after a few minutes of soaking in that boiling blackberry water, and the liquid was a crimson color, and so I didn't know how this was going to turn out, because I thought that'd be awesome if it turned kind of crimson, but no, it's a purple, and I love the color. And then I popped the papers into the oven on, I'll show you these trays here, and you can see I haven't washed it yet. This is a dollar store oven tray, and you can even see that some of, can you see that? Yeah, some music note stuff has come off on it. And I put some on those, and this also was a dollar store. It's like a thick aluminum foil that's got the holes punched out, and it's like a grilling tray. It came in a 2-pack at the dollar store. Not as sturdy as this, but this is how I get the holes on it, or the polka dots, excuse me. And I'll just do a quick flip through here of the results. Of the papers. There's that one, this one. So the dots, I stick them on that tray with the holes to dry in the oven. Did I mention that? I did mention the oven. I had it at about 300 degrees, but I'm standing right there. It could go bad very quickly at that temperature. You can do it lower, 250, you know, you just might have to check it. I think the max time was 5 minutes at the 300 degrees. Yeah, and if you're not watching or you miss your timer, you could have burnt papers, or worse, a fire in your oven. The fire part's never happened to me, but I have forgotten and crisped my papers a bit. And so you can see this one has a little bit of brown marks. I don't mind the brown marks at all. I think that adds, but it's risky, you know, because if it starts burning, it's not far away from fire, right? And then there's that one. I just love this beautiful purple. I hope it's showing up on camera. I can't really tell if it's, and I'm trying, it's earlier in the morning here, so, you know, the light is not bright. And I will show you the other exciting thing. Whoops! I also did, once I got excited about the paper, I grabbed some seam binding, and look at this beautiful color. Same liquid. This was after I got the papers out, or actually some of the papers were still in when I threw this in there, and just let it soak for a few minutes. The seam binding takes color so well. It's very thin, and there's a variation in the color. Look how beautiful that is. And so I wish I'd done more before, you know, but it was an experiment. I've never done it before. Now I've got to see if there are any more blackberries left and collect some more before there are none left. I also did, let me see if I can snip off, excuse my reach here, a sample of what these two ribbons looked like before. So these two, this is like a white grosgrain ribbon, and it didn't, when it was in the liquid, it didn't look like it was taking the color at all. And I just let these air dry overnight, and you can see that there's a little bit of color on the edges. It's an interesting effect, much different than the seam binding. And then this is, I don't even know what this is. It's a thicker ribbon, but this one here, oh, it feels stiffer when it's been dyed. So this was the original here in my right hand, and this was the dyed one. And then this is the grosgrain ribbon, which was just a white color. And yeah, the interesting thing is when it takes the dye, and I found this to be true with coffee dye, it does feel less pliable, more stiffer. And so like this paper is just regular copy printer paper, and it's much thinner, but then when you dye it, it gets kind of a thicker quality. So that's pretty exciting, trying different berries. Whatever berries you have around your home, I think I'd recommend edible berries, just because I don't know that I'd want to be messing with anything that's not edible, because you get it all over yourself. But it's interesting. If it can stain your hands, it can stain paper. I want to try beets sometime, but they're not growing across the street. So, and I had something else just to share real quick. This is something that I'm working on, a little journal for back to school teacher gift, I was thinking, hopefully, and I'm making 2 of them. This one is done, so that's your sneak peek preview, and hopefully a video will be coming soon. Well, I hope I've inspired you to try something new and see what's available around your area. And if you do try it with a berry or whatever, you know, fruits, vegetables, let me know how it goes. I'd be interested to find out, and I know that a lot of you in this community inspire me also to try new things, and, you know, we get ideas from each other. So thanks for those ideas, and thanks for watching, and have a great day. Bye.